All right, it's your boy Oscar Porter, and I'm here with the That's Just It podcast show. Yeah. And so we're going to start with our greetings. This is how we're going to open up every show. And I know this is new to you guys, but this is what we're going to do. Okay. So when I ask you, how would you greet me? I'm going to say in the year, I'm going to give you a year or a date, and you just tell me how would you greet me in that year.
Okay.
Or either, if you can't think of no greeting, just something that they would say at that time.
Okay.
So because we always on the spot, we like improv and shit. When that boom, you know, if I say 1960s, you be like something like, hey, you know, that's a five. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Okay, see it's just to keep you on your toes. All right, so I'm here with two of my hosts. Y'all know I'm up front, so one of them was sleeping shit. I just called him. That nigga just woke up. Sean, because I ain't gonna put Dez on there. Dez is shooting a movie right now, so he'll be in soon, and maybe not, but that's why we got other hosts, and that's why we keep it moving. But he's shooting a movie. You know, you can't say that.
Can you enunciate
host?
Host. Thank you. Not other hoes, other hosts.
I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe, right? I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe. I've been a hoe since that song came out.
I'm an old hoe and all my friends is
See?
old hoes.
So why do I have to say host if you a hoe?
Because you saying host.
Well, I'm a host.
I know you. Sean is definitely a host. He's definitely a host. He wasn't here last week, but he's here this week. Sean A. Allen, we gonna bring him in. Sean A. Allen, what's happening?
What is going on? Glad to be here.
First of all, I want to say thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Second of all, you wasn't here last week, but there was a reason.
Yes.
Sean was doing Broadway.
Yes, sir.
I mean, is it Broadway?
You can say it's Broadway. Might as well be.
It's called the Avon Players.
Yes, the Avon Players. Shout out to the Avon Players in Rochester.
See, you gotta say Rochester, because when I heard Avon Players, I thought about 7 Mile.
7 Mile. Okay.
7 Mile Avon. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. But they wouldn't have been played. They would have been like 7 Mile Players.
Right.
Players, Biggies. You know, no.
No, they would. These people are more like, you know, like Avon. Yes.
Yeah,
you know, they're more like
Avon.
that. Avon. Yeah.
You better stop, because they might watch the show one
They
day.
might.
Two of them might watch the show.
Exactly.
So last week we introduced everybody,
Yes.
and this week we doing a part 2.
Okay.
Because I was told we did a great show, but I was asked, well, who the fuck are you? Because I didn't introduce myself. But we didn't have time. We only had an hour. And it was good, because now you get to introduce yourself, and then hopefully it'll be long enough for everybody else to come in. And then we're going to ask... I'm sorry. And then we're going to ask, you know, everybody's going to ask me 3 questions,
Okay.
you know, and I'm going to be straightforward and upfront and say what the hell we're going to do that. We got some other stuff to talk about. We got to talk about our show next week. And I want to tell everybody to like the podcasting.
Yes.
What is the podcasting page? Like the podcasting page, so you can always get our shows. And I mean, it's many shows. I got a couple fellas with shows on podcasting. And one day Miles is gonna put them all on the list, and then he's gonna show them, and then everybody will know what show comes on at what time, and so everybody can watch us.
Yes.
Ain't that right, Miles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, back to you. I'm
Yes,
sorry
sir.
for taking over all that
Nah,
time.
you good.
But
You
we got to, make this time count.
Yes, sir. Fill in the gaps.
Because folks sleep and shit.
Yeah.
Sean A. Allen, all right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you already stated, my name is Sean A. Allen, a.k.a. Man of Steel. Don't buy into that. And a.k.a. Crazy Preacher. So, but other than that, just the regular guy. So love the Lord. Just start there first. Father of 6 kids. Grandfather of 4 kids. All right. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
You put it down. You got a whole tree.
Yeah, I got a whole squad. And,
Yeah, you
and
got
a
a
6th man of
whole
the year.
tree. Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
draft picks.
That's
So,
all
yes.
right, but that's what you're supposed to do.
Be fruitful and multiply.
That's right.
That's right.
Especially
Okay.
when you're beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you're beautiful. You got to put these kids out because it's a whole lot of ugly kids out there.
Well, that's just funny because that's my ex-wife now, but we did make 2 ugly people do make beautiful kids. So,
And they do. And they do.
So,
And they
yeah.
do. And they do.
Yeah, we do. So yeah. So yeah, 1 boy, 5 girls, right? Like I said,
5 girls.
5 girls.
The Lord knew what he was doing.
Yeah, that's
didn't
why I
he?
knew the Lord had a sense of humor when I kept shooting for that boy, and it's like, that's another girl.
And so, how many girls did you have before you had a boy?
Well, actually, because like the boy, he's not my biological, right? So I adopted him, but like when I was shooting for that next one, that's where the 5 girls came from.
So hey, I got 2 girls too.
Right,
you know,
beautiful girls, too.
I be throwing my introduction in there sometimes so people know a little bit about me too.
Yes.
But I got 2 girls too. But that's all I can do is girls.
Right?
You
Yeah,
know?
ain't nothing wrong being a girl dad. Being a girl dad is cool.
I had a boy. I think. We not sure yet. You know what I'm saying? She told me, okay, back to, saying, okay, I'm going to go back to you.
No, it's cool. This
But
is
I
good
like
stuff.
telling these stories.
Yes.
I'm not going to say her name. But, we was in a relationship and everything. And when I had my little girl, she was 6 and everything. I was bouncing out in Inkster. You know,
Okay.
and she stayed in Romulus, and we had a relationship and everything. And
You met her online?
no.
You said that like
in Romulus.
Yeah,
We really went online back
That's like
then.
3.4 miles away.
That was like MySpace.
Oh, you going way back.
That was like MySpace time. Yeah, that was like MySpace time.
You said America Online.
Yeah. So I met her and everything. We got in a relationship. We was real deep. I was really in love with this chick.
Wow.
I was really in love with this chick. And some bullshit happened, right?
She couldn't cook.
She could cook.
Oh, wow.
She used to make this wonderful cheesecake and didn't put it in the oven. How do you make a cheesecake without putting it in the oven? She used to do it. And she was sexy and she was freaky. I liked
You
them
look
freaky.
excited.
Because I was thinking
look like
about her. I was like, so,
He was toothing.
okay, so back to her.
Yes.
We had a relationship and everything. And this chick called me because this show is about relationships, right?
Right.
So let me go a couple years before that. I was driving a cab.
Okay.
wow.
Oh, wow.
I met this bitch called Freaky D.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Her name, she had a name, but she said they call me Freaky D. So she was like, "Can I sit in the front of the cab with you?" This one we was driving the purple cabs. Y'all remember the Metropolitan cabs? See,
So you was in Highland Park.
Facebook times.
So you was in Highland Park.
I did pick her ass up in Highland Park. She was in one of them hotels and shit.
On
So I
6
put
Mile?
Freaky D. I don't remember. No, it was on Woodward, but it was between 6 Mile and something.
Okay.
So I picked. Don't tell nobody that.
You see, I got quiet.
Freaky D was a woman though.
You sure?
You know, they show
Well,
you
now.
their titties and shit to make sure they a woman. But Freaky D had no question about Freaky D. Freaky D was sexy than the motherfucker. And I was picking her up because I was a cab. I wasn't picking her up to fuck her. I was picking her up because I was a cat. But she was so fine, I was like, go ahead, get in the front.
She had big titties, huh?
No, she didn't.
Really?
But she was exotic. She was
You
freaky.
changed.
Dude. So, no, because it was back then. It was back
that's what
then.
I'm saying.
So, I got Freaky D in the car and we driving and everything, and I took her. Fare was probably about $4, $5, $6 and everything. She didn't go too far. We pull up. This motherfucker had a razor blade in her mouth.
Oh.
She was like, I
Oh.
guess it's cool now. You cool. So she took that motherfucker out. I was like, wow. She fucked me up. So, long story short, Freaky D gave me her number, right? Mm-hmm. Nothing ever happened. She never called me. We never did nothing. Freaky D calls me out the blue, texts me.
This is your baby's mama?
Freaky D?
Yeah.
Nah. This is the girl I picked up.
Because that was the original question.
name.
Right? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot how you got the baby mama, but we talking about Freaky D. Freaky D and the girl that I met in Romulus, remember? That's what we was talking about.
Okay.
So back to the girl I met in Romulus that make
Which
the cheese.
wasn't Freaky D.
No. Remember,
I'm good.
no. Freaky D was the girl I met in the cab. Freaky, and I'm trying to tell you where Freaky D is in the picture.
Okay.
So yeah, this is funny. Freaky D. So, I'm with old girl, and I'll keep on about to say her name and shit. So I'm trying not to say you fucking me up because you're gonna make me say her name.
I only fuck down.
I believe you, and that stinks.
Oh, Lord Jesus have mercy.
So,
Go ahead, tell your story, bro. Tell your story. Tell your story, please.
back to Freaky D. So I'm messing with you. You almost made me say her name again. I'm messing with old girl Romulus, and Freaky D texts me, and I'm asleep or something where I don't get the text, and this is what old girl uses as the excuse to why when she had a baby by another nigga, she say it wasn't mine. You know, she was confused about who the father was. And she said the reason why is because she fucked with another nigga, and because I got that text from Freaky D that she never said nothing about. That was the reason why she went and slept with the other nigga.
So she could have slept with the other nigga if she had said something to you about it.
I mean, if she would have said what?
I don't know. You the one mentioned like it was important that you knew.
I'm saying she didn't say, hey, you know, what's up with this text? Then I could have explained Freaky D ain't nobody. Freaky D ain't never got nothing. She just wanted some cable money. I was the cab driver. I could have told her the story.
So your girl is just looking for an excuse to fuck another nigga because you wasn't cutting it?
I don't know if I wasn't cutting it, you know. I was doing my thing. I was strong and shit. I was young.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
But I was cutting it, but maybe she liked to cut 3, 4, 5 ways. And I wasn't cutting. You're right. I wasn't cutting it. Maybe
You wasn't enlightened.
I didn't do the 3, 4, 5 ways. I was at the 1 and 2. So, long story short, we at the end of the story now. The long story short,
That's a black communication device.
right?
In the
She had
ADE.
another. She had another baby and everything on me, and he probably about 17 now and shit.
Wow.
I always thought that he looked like me, but my mama said no. My sister said, hell no, that ain't your baby. She said, no, that ain't your baby. And the nigga name is something else. So there go that. And then and now she just got married about 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Didn't even tell me. I saw that on Facebook. So, back to you, Shy. That's what you was wondering, like, why did I just get on my story?
That was a great story.
What's wrong, Lou? What's wrong, Lou?
I was just trying to relate it to Sean's story.
It was no relatable to
So
Sean's
what the
story.
fuck you bringing that from?
Because I talked about...
It started we talking about my son who was with my biological, and he said, you know, because we both girl dads.
Right, we girl dads, and I was
Yeah.
talking about the boy that's out there that I wasn't sure if it's mine.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So,
I see it in his eyes that he might be mine. And I won't know till the nigga need a liver or a kidney or something.
bone marrow transplant.
Right. That's what they call me, like, you the daddy. You the daddy. Like, see, bitch, I told you. Right, I told
Yes,
you, bitch. I can call her a bitch, right, Lou?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yes. Yes.
I can call her a bitch.
You were
bitch.
hurt. You still are.
I still am hurt. Wait. Let me say this, too.
Yes.
But remember, we don't know a thing about Oscar.
We gonna
And this is
learn
how-
today.
This is how I'm getting it out because
Yes.
now everybody can't ask the question. So I can say this: when I'm separated. When I just got separated, I had to go through my therapeutical stage.
Okay.
So my therapeutical stage is I had to tell my truths to people. I got another story, but we'll get to that some other day. But that was one of my truths. I had to call her. I called her and told her off, you know, about all that shit because I had to get that out to feel better. And that's what I'm saying. Then she didn't even tell me she was married after all that shit. And then I found out on Facebook. So then I heard it again. She like hurt me like 5, 6 times. Bitch.
Did that on purpose.
Okay, Sean, I know. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. Pass the Sean Allen. Back to you.
No
I'm
problem.
going to stop for the
After
next
that one,
5
you definitely
minutes.
be in my prayers.
Thank you. See, and that's why we got Sean, because he is my conscience.
Yeah.
Actually, he's the show's conscience because he's Lou's conscience yet too, but Lou don't know yet. Hey, Sean, Lou is dirty. All right, okay.
So-
back to you.
Yeah, so what you need
Girl
from me? What you
dead.
need from me?
Girl dead.
All right, girl dad. Yes. So like I said, 5 girls. All of them are doing good. So one is married entrepreneur. One is in California running a fitness shop. The other one got one that's going to be a doctor next year.
Congrats.
One other one that's do acting like we do. Actually, 2 of mine do acting like we do, and so I'm happy about that. Grandkids, 11, 4, and 9 months, and a
Wow.
12-year-old boy. Yeah, so I got to throw him in there too. So,
Sean, how long have I known you?
oh man, about like 6, 7 years now, maybe, give or take a year or 2.
So, Tommy, where do you work?
I do have a job.
Right. I've been knowing you all this time, and I know you had a work, a
Yeah.
job. And like when I first met you,
Yes.
I know you probably don't remember this, but we was in the play.
Yes.
And you said some shit like, they was asking us our goals for the year. What do we
Right.
plan on doing? You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember what your goal was?
Probably not.
You said some shit like, I hope to make the low 6 figures this year.
Some, okay.
Or some shit like that, or 5 figures, or some
Right.
shit like that. I was like, the nerve of this nigga. He gonna make the low 5 figures. I mean, excuse me, I ain't been up there yet. But and that's when the director, she said, well, how much? Because she said it. She
Right.
was like, well, how close are you to it or something? You was like, yeah, but I liked it, that shit. And then you came up because she told you to come coach me on some shit.
Right. I do remember this. yeah.
And I'm the best in the world.
Yeah, he's the best in the world. Yeah.
So, you remember what you remember the first thing you told me?
I think I asked you if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think I said, tell me about your character or give me like the backdrop of your character or something like that.
No,
was
that
what it
wasn't
was?
the first thing
That
you
wasn't
said.
the first thing I said? What was
Actually,
it?
the first thing you said, I told you don't say no more.
Okay. Oh yeah, about telling people that I didn't go to school for this. Or
I
whatever
have
the
no
case is.
experience.
Yeah, I have no experience. Yeah, it's just
but I'm coming to teach you something.
Yeah. That's what you told me. That's correct. That's correct.
Don't say that
He
shit
said, "Don't
no
say
more."
that no more." That's correct. I do remember that.
All right.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So I hope you use that. In
No,
your life.
I have.
Okay. So you're doing the play. What is this play about?
Oh, this is actually the stage play adaptation of A Few Good Men. You know, the classic with Tom Cruise and Jack
You
Nicholson.
can't handle the truth.
Yes, that one.
You
Yes.
can't. You ain't the one to say that, do you?
No, actually, I'm playing the brother that played the judge, Colonel Randolph. So that's the part I went out for. I wanted to play that particular part because for me, that part, because one, I can't remember the brother's name right now. I charge it to my head, not my heart. But that brother, he's a great actor, if you remember his name. But he's been like Hill Street Blues. He's done all kind of different movies and stuff over the years. And I can't think of his name right now. But if you remember,
James McDaniel?
no,
Okay.
It'll come back to
That's
me.
the only person I know from
Yeah,
Hill Street
but he
Blues.
was Hill Street Blues. I'm trying to think. He was even Gina's dad on Martin, if you remember. He was a chiropractor on Martin.
You know what? We're going to get us somebody that sits in the corner.
Yes.
And when we have problems like this, they're going to type that shit up and give
Yeah,
us the
there you
answer.
go. Boom. That'll be good to have.
We going to do that shit.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we taking this podcast to another level.
There it is.
We ain't going to be sitting up there asking questions and shit and don't know the answer.
No, that's correct. That's correct. That's
We
the
on
best way
that.
to do it.
I'ma
That's the best
put
way
it
to
on
do
the
it.
It's on the list.
There it is.
Bam, on the list.
There it is.
Okay.
So yeah, so doing that, this has actually been my longest committed show. So we've just finished. It's an 8-show commitment. So this has been my longest show commitment. So we just finished the sixth run. So we got
Okay.
2 more shows to do coming up this weekend. So if you're free after Thanksgiving, yes, Avon Players out in Rochester. Tickets only $25. All right, so just come on through. So that'll be the 25th and the 26th will be the closing shows.
25th and 26th. Make
Yes.
sure you remind us so we can get out there.
Yes.
And can we wear our T-shirts?
Yeah, just bring it. Wear whatever. They'll be glad to see you. Trust me.
See, people be talking about that I'm ghetto and shit because I figure if you pay to go somewhere,
Yes.
that you should be able to advertise.
Yeah,
your
you
shit.
represent. Yeah, you represent.
So
Exactly.
like if you go to somebody's premiere
Yes. Mhm.
and you got your podcasting T-shirt on,
Right.
what's wrong
Represent.
with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I paid my $35, $50 to be in your show. Why can't I be wear my shit?
You should be able to represent. I'm
But
totally for that.
I was told that was ghetto. That was wrong.
Really?
That because that's their night. You shouldn't interfere with their stuff.
Really?
Come on in, brother. You woke? Did you break your teeth? God damn. That's what's up.
All right.
J.A. Preston.
Oh, no. Profound ruckus. All right, don't show him yet because he ain't wiped the crud out the side of his mouth. He's just waking up. So we back at, we never did the Shine.
Yes.
If it was 1960, how would you greet me?
If it was 1960, I would greet you. What up, Jai Tuckett?
Yeah. I can
Slap me
dig
some
that.
skin, bro.
I dig that.
All right. What's
Hey,
good in the hood?
Lou, ESQ. If it was 1975, how would you greet me?
Give me 5 on the black hand side.
Give me 5 on the black hand side. See, nigga over here late and shit, so he don't know what the fuck we talking about. Hey, Shine.
Yes.
Excuse me, Profound Rucker. This guy. If it was 2020, how would you greet me?
Glad you made it through the what was that? What they called it? I forgot.
Nope, see, you fucking up.
Yeah,
And that's because I ain't tell you, see, you should have been on time. If it was 2020, they wouldn't say nothing because they'd be texting.
they be dead.
They
made it
dead
through?
in 2020?
Man, everybody thought they
It's
was about to die.
2020.
Everybody thought they was
How they gonna die?
It was gonna be a shutdown.
You need some water?
I need everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Back to you, Shine. Hey, wait. Profound Rock, can you do us a favor? And this is what I was told, because somebody on the cast said you be all in your phone all the time. So I said,
Oh, so
That was a question.
the whole thing was I was paying attention to the situation then.
but and I said this is podcast, so you're supposed to be in your phone because we need, and this is what I'm asking now is if you can pay attention to the people that can make the comments, while
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
looking on there, pay attention to the people that make the comments and let us know because I don't want to get to the end of the show and somebody says something important
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
like
was
they
where
breaking
the
into
link
your
at.
truck.
Oh shit.
Can
Yeah.
somebody say something?
You can say whatever you want to, Lou, ESQ.
It was not said with all that attitude. And once I was educated, so I was no longer ignorant, I was like, oh, all right.
So I guess he telling on himself.
They putting themselves out there.
He said I'm not about to be.
So as you know,
Slightly.
Lou ESQ, the lawyer, just said that he the one that told on you. But maybe you didn't put that together because you just not waking up.
I was
But at
paying
least your
attention.
breath is fresh.
Man, look, I was
Yes,
fresh.
yes, your breath is fresh.
I said I made an inquiry.
Okay, and we've explained how it's done. Now we know. Back on Sean A. Allen.
Yes, I.
Where is the birthplace of your parents?
Birthplace of my parents. Dad was born in Tennessee and mom was born in Georgia.
Tennessee and Georgia.
Yes.
What city in Georgia?
I know my dad was outside of Memphis, one of the little cities right outside Memphis. I can't remember off the top of my head right
Memphis
now.
is in Georgia?
No, Tennessee.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
confused.
dad was Tennessee. Remember I said dad was Tennessee?
Nope, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, oh, maybe I am. I don't know.
Yeah, you right.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Replay that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that. Did
No, I said Tennessee, but dad was Tennessee, right outside of Memphis somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them little cities
who
right
was
outside.
Georgia?
My mom. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I
yeah,
said it
I
right.
fucked that up.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Okay, he fucked it up.
No, I said it right. I said my dad was Tennessee, right?
He said, what city in Georgia?
Oh.
Which assumes your mama, right?
Oh, well, okay, my bad. Well, I was actually answering both questions, but okay, my bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. all right?
Okay, it's all right. I was confused.
Yeah, he said, look, aren't we all to some degree? But anyway.
But I was gonna take it because I was gonna watch it later and then call him and tell him, dog, you was wrong.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Like
Hey,
on
look.
X and shit. What was my lottery number?
trying so hard to be good.
What was my lottery number? 213. Now you know if it wasn't 213, we gonna fuck you up. Right? So okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Keep on.
Okay, so Just make sure I get it right. So you said mom. So yeah, so that was again, I'm not even sure for her, but I just know it's Georgia for right now. So I just know that much. Like I said, dad's somewhere outside of Memphis, so got that part right. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much about it. But they both, during the Great Migration, moved up here to the north, and somewhere in there, I was conceived.
Hey,
yeah,
and maybe you don't know because you're not familiar with the cast, and they're not familiar with you either. But you're the only person that's married on the cast.
Yep,
as host.
Okay, yep.
That's why I say you're our conscious. Lou don't know yet, but that's what I'm saying. That's the part. That's part of the conscious that you marry and certain things you can't say. I know you're going to get red at a lot of this shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your face is going to turn red. You're not going to say nothing.
Look, I already dropped the head a couple times already.
Right. Your shit going to be smoking and
Like,
shit.
sanctify my ears,
Right,
Lord.
you're going to be like,
Exactly.
and shit. You're going to be like, woo, it's hot. It's hot. But, yeah, that's why you hearing everything, because we need that. Man, our cast, I keep saying cast like it's a show, because I'm speaking that shit in the future. But our host,
Yes.
we got a big old pot of gumbo, and we all different, and we all do different things, and that's what makes this show so exciting. And man, it's a shame that only 4 of us gonna be here at a time, because we need 2 seats for guests and stuff.
Okay.
And we're gonna have a good show next week with our guests. We got 2 guests coming in, but. Back to you, Sean. See how I do that? That was my, I went into that and went back. Okay, back to you, Sean.
Yes. What's going on? What else you want to know?
Your favorite rapper?
Oh man, Big Daddy Kane.
Good answer.
Big Daddy Kane all the way.
RJ Blazer, he just posted the other day. He was saying that he believes that Big Daddy Kane should have been Nino Brown in.
I totally agree.
You agree with that?
No, I actually do. I mean,
better than Tretch? You don't think Nino Brown being? Excuse me. Big Daddy Kane being Nino Brown over Tretch?
Well, here's the thing, and I have to be honest. I'm coming into this like a novice from the perspective of, because like I've only seen Big Daddy like in what was that, Posse?
Exactly.
Okay, so I seen Big Daddy and Posse, and I know Tretch got a body of work out there.
Exactly.
He does have a body of work, but I've only maybe seen 1 or 2. Okay, but I don't know. Maybe because I'm just kind of biased towards Big Daddy, because just a little short story with that.
Just because he can rap.
In the rap, but here's the thing though, because see, in the era of Big Daddy, cats like Big Daddy and Wesley Snipes are like my role models, okay? Because back in the, because come on, let's just
chocolate.
Yeah. Let's be honest. We had to put up with the Al B. Shores and the, and the DeBarges back in our day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
niggas, yeah.
So
Light bright.
yeah. So when that Joker came up and said, "Here's the perfect description of me: 6'1" and dark and lovely," you know what I'm saying? So for me, being a shot,
You 6'1"?
no, I'm not. I'm 5'9", 5'10".
but that was close enough.
Hey, but for ego, now my ego is up there. Okay, but my ego is there. But that's a different story. But no, all I'm saying is that coming from a kid that was originally kind of shy and introverted, right, and was always ridiculed for being dark skinned. When the dark skinned brothers started kind of coming in strong like that, to me, he was the archetype. The architect rather. Now, and he was the prototype. Let me say it like that. So I was like, well, shoot, if that brother kind of smooth, I can be smooth too. You know what I'm saying?
He was the prototype. What was Kool Moe Dee?
See, well,
That was another one.
yeah, that was another one. That's another goat.
Who was first, Kool Moe Dee or Big Daddy?
Kool Moe Dee was the first.
Right.
And a matter of fact, when they had the frisbee hat and all that and the big glasses, I had that too.
I go to work. I can see you.
Yeah,
with
I had that too. How you like me now? I had to move too. Okay, come on now. I had to move too.
Wild West.
Yeah. Come on now. Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, that's Mount Rushmore right there, in my opinion. Though that's Mount Rushmore.
So back to Big Daddy Kane is the best rapper.
Yeah. Big Daddy is my favorite. So, and then if you want to add like Chuck D, KRS, then that's like 1A, 1B, and 1C for me.
You like any of these new rappers?
Honestly,
That's the same way I felt.
yeah, like as I listen to like what it's called rap music nowadays. And I hope I don't get shot for this. I can't see what the enthusiasm is about it. They mumble. They all look crazy. Okay, at the end of the day, I mean,
There's
once
no
you get past
musicality in it?
no, it's no creativity. You know, once you get past like the Drakes maybe and a few others, I mean, that's only like maybe counting on one hand. But who else really is there? You know, at the end of the day,
It seems, right. It seems like you quit after Soulja Boy. Like you said, I don't want no more after,
No.
after Soulja. Like I like Soulja Boy, but ain't nobody sweeter than him.
no.
No.
I mean, if you want to be you know, what I mean,
Yeah,
once you get past all that dumb stuff, then yeah,
And
you know.
Superman now, you would definitely wouldn't Superman now.
I just wear my ring. You know what I'm saying?
But you got 6 kids.
Yeah.
So you know what it is.
Yeah, see, I had to listen to it because I had the kids. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
So you know how
yeah.
to do it. You just don't do it no more.
No.
There it is.
What else you got?
Version.
Right, the clean version. The greatest group ever.
Greatest group ever. Whew, that's a good one.
Any genre.
Yeah, okay, any genre.
Yeah, genre. You had to say it right.
Right.
See?
Journey.
Beef jerky.
Genery. Greatest genre. For me, I'd probably say, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. I'll probably say Temptations.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I had to say Queen.
Okay, Queen. No, you know what? I can go with that too. I can go with that. Yeah, I can go with Queen.
You feel that? You want you to? Forget you.
Yeah.
Queen was the best group. You just wasn't listening last week. I said Queen. You should have checked me last week.
It went right over his head. He didn't even pay
Right.
attention.
You should have checked me last week.
No.
Favorite snack? I got 3 more questions.
Okay.
Favorite snack food?
Favorite snack foods. Now this is where my Sadiddy side comes out.
Oh shit.
Okay.
He about to be seeing turtles.
Yeah, well, no, not turtles. but there's grapes, cheese, and this particular wine that I like when you put it all together. It's like the bomb snack at the end of a long work day.
California.
You know that's how they started the Bacchus Festival.
No, I say I didn't know that. Hey, don't want me. Do not want me.
So Louis ESQ, can you explain what
The Bacchus? It was an orgy.
Oh shit.
Nah, I just learned something new.
during Greek time?
Greek time.
So
Bacchus.
go ahead.
Break it down.
Because every week we're introducing new things to people that they don't know about. So let's do this.
Well, Bacchus was the god of good life, living good. So
The God of good life.
yeah,
Living good.
living good, enjoying
So-
the good things. So wine, the food, the grapes, and the sex.
And little boys.
Well, I don't know about that.
Because they was Greeks and stuff. You know they
Yeah.
did. They, right. Them
Yeah,
Greeks
Nero-
did.
yeah, Nero-
Everybody.
Nero
I
was
said
a hot
Bacchus.
mess.
I didn't say anything about
Them Greeks
Plato
did
or
everybody. They
Sophocles.
did everybody. We was
Anything young and naive.
Sophocles.
Sophocles. Sound like something you catch in your
Yeah, that
nuts.
sounds like something nasty.
You're right. I got Sophocles in my nuts. It burns. Sophocles burns.
Sean.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Yes.
Please.
No, I don't have anything. I just.
I thought you. Oh, you trying to say get off me, get on shine? That's
Please
what
direct
he
your
said.
attention.
Right.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Yes,
Shine
what
back
you got
on
for me? Yes.
Best show on TV right now.
Right now?
Right now. What's the best show on TV?
Dang. See, that's another one because right now shows kind of suck.
They do.
Right now, I've actually become a fan of the new Quantum Leap, believe it or not.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
deep. See, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. These questions
Yeah.
kind of show out who the person is.
Yeah.
I would have never thought about that.
No,
but I used to like the old Quantum.
Yeah,
Leap.
the old one was a classic, and see, and I'm kind of impartial to stuff like that because sometimes a show could end and you should just leave it alone. Okay, and I think that sometimes when you do try to reboot something or remake it, it kind of lacks a little something, especially on the creative side. But it looks like the only reason why I'm really paying attention to it is because they're actually, because like in the original, if you was a fan of the original, you kind of just focused on him and where he jumped into and solving the day and all that stuff.
Right.
But on this one, it's not only part of the canon, right? As far as like they're tying it to like the original, and you've actually met people that he jumped into, in this series.
Okay.
All right. And so you get to see what's going on the other side of the machine with people in the actual world. And it plays a part on what's going on his journey as he's jumping through the quantum realm or whatever you want to call it. So it's looking like they're setting it up to bring back the original guy. So that's the only reason why I'm really watching.
And that's what I'm saying. So this guy is Asian.
Yes, he's Asian.
And you're saying that they're going to probably jump into
Dr. Beckett was his name, was Sam. Yeah, because it looked like, because they when the first show
this
came,
is like before, this is like post Dr. Beckett, right?
Yeah, this is after Dr. Because
post. I had to use that Lou ain't paying attention. I had to, because I learned some shit last week. Post.
Yes.
I just forgot some shit. I ain't learned it.
Right.
I just forgot some shit.
Yeah.
So post Dr. Beckett.
Right. Yeah.
Then now it's the Asian guy.
Yeah.
And then he gonna jump a couple more times and be in Dr. Beckett.
Maybe, or they trying to find him, or whatever the case is. I don't know. They haven't really given all the clues yet. But just the fact, because with any story, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a comic book or whatever the case is, right? For me, canon is important. And that's why I have a problem with a lot of the creativity nowadays, especially if you're going to reboot something. You know, you spend so much time building canon, right? Like history.
And you keep saying canon. What is canon?
Basically, canon is like the continuation or the context of like say, for example, as a Trekkie, if you will. Okay. If you bring something along, right, you know, and if you've given it all this time and, you know, got all this history behind it, if you bring something new, make sure it fits within the history that's already established.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So you don't lose the
so you don't lose all, you know, and anything else. And that's that's a huge thing with me. If something can stay within the canon, okay, or really the I guess a better word to describe that. I'm sorry?
Body of work.
Yeah, body of work, or like the word itself actually means like the measuring, you know, measuring rod, so to speak. Okay, kind of in that sense. Okay.
Say that theater shit, boy. Go ahead.
And so anything that stays within the canon, I'm good with that, because I have a problem sometimes when stuff kind of deviates from canon. That's why I'm not a fan of a lot of different movies and different, even like with the superhero stuff now. Some of the stuff has been good, but sometimes they deviate too far from canon, and I'm just not a fan of that, because I've established so much.
You talking about the movies?
Yeah, like movies in that sense.
And and we try not to go too far in the movies. We try to stay in relationships.
Yes.
But
yes.
This is why I'm saying this before this question. Wakanda Forever. I believe that's about relationships.
Okay.
How did that stay into the canon of? I've heard a lot of people say they didn't like the second one.
I haven't seen it yet, but let me say this to be fair, okay?
Wonk, wonk, wonk,
yeah. Well, I've been on Broadway, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
But you got your weekdays open.
Yeah, I got my days open.
Yeah, don't be
I
trying
haven't
to
seen it either.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Wonk, 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 wonk. You seen it either? One more time.
That's funny.
Because then when the New York Times posts in 2 weeks, Wakanda Forever still bulldozing at the box office, that will be because of me.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But you know, they really don't count those numbers.
They do when you reach those numbers.
I mean, they're not really important.
Sean.
Because if you have a low week before you get to the high week, then I'm gonna need you to be like the rest of the black people. Wear your white and get your ass into the movie theater.
Yes, sir.
That was some stupid shit. Yeah, they wore some white.
Oh, they wore white for real?
Everybody that wore it wasn't stupid, but
because of the death thing. Okay.
yeah, because of the death thing, it had a funeral.
Yeah,
and you're
so they
supposed
said
to
it
wear
was
white.
commemorating that. Okay.
But it's the winter time.
Well, there's that.
Fall.
Yeah.
You know. And we got some filthy theaters. You know what y'all be doing in the theaters,
Only
Lou.
Fairlane.
They closed all those when the internet came.
Whoa.
Sad part is that's true. That's true.
They always smell like hot butter popcorn.
Oh Lord.
You know, Florence Ballard and the Supremes had a song called that, and that's what it was.
Popcorn?
And that was what it was about.
So it must have been true. No, okay.
Creativity, though.
Another story. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
I had turned 16. 6 Mile Woodward, back over there again. See, maybe look, I have an auntie.
They go that one off again.
I have an auntie that stay right there on Geneva, which is the first street off 6 Mile. So I grew up over there.
Okay.
So I would, like my mother, she would drop me off at my auntie's house, and I would go to school because I went to school in Highland Park at St. Benedict. So I see, we talking about myself again. So I would always pass this, you know, the what was that called? The peep show.
I know what you're talking about.
It
It's a church
was
now.
a man's side, it was a woman's side. Remember? And then there was the bookstore was next to it. So I couldn't wait to get to the age to go in that motherfucker. Because I would pass it every day, you know, going to school and coming home, and I couldn't wait to get in there, right?
Like walked in there at 16. What the hell?
No, you had to be 16. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't 16 yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I got 16, I went in that motherfucker.
Oh, look out.
Scarred
That's
the fuck
nasty.
out of me.
That was
For the
nasty.
rest of
That's
my
what it was
life.
right there.
I couldn't believe that shit right there. It smelled like hot butter popcorn. That's why I know. And the chick, like they had, you know, it was all dark in there, and they had these seats that was sticky. That's what I'm saying. And with the popcorn, not the popcorn. And then they had a stage. And then they had like a porn that played behind the dancer. This bitch had a scar from her neck to her pelvic bone.
Post-op.
No, it was like some bitch give me your liver.
Oh,
scar.
okay.
You know, like niggas stuck her up in the alley for her
I thought she had an
liver.
operation to get all this.
No. It was. I said it went all the way down there.
Yeah, they're trying to get some organs.
But she was dancing. This is what I saw at 16. My first time coming in this motherfucker. She
had to
was
get
the
that
one I saw dancing.
She had to get that paper.
That should encourage you no matter what. Triumph anyway.
Dude,
Hey,
I got the fuck out of there. I got the fuck out
man,
of
it can't be no
there.
worse than bullet wounds that you see at, you know.
At the bars now.
Yeah.
But you know, a knife wound is way different than bullet wounds.
Was it keloid?
Dude, it was a scar. It was definitely keloided after. Dude, it was a scar from here to here. Ain't no doctor made that.
Oh, shoot.
Ain't no doctor made
No,
that.
She
not
safely
nothing
made
like
it home, but she was I'm still making
But
money.
again, she was in the titty bar stripping.
And then nobody cared. She was still getting paid.
This is what I saw. The first, I ain't gonna say this was my. This was my first experience.
Oh, Jesus.
Scar for life. Now he don't even
Yeah. He's seeing a scar
Until
first.
I got 18 and I was able to go into the Dizzy Duck. Y'all remember
Oh, the
Dizzy
Dizzy Duck. That was
On A-Bomb.
Dizzy
Y'all remember
Duck.
A-Bomb?
Oh, yeah.
On
I like
A-Bomb
Dizzy
Greenfield? Black Cherry. After I saw Black Cherry, that healed that shit.
He said he was delivered.
I wonder what Black Cherry is doing today. God damn.
Dizzy Duck.
She probably got about 8 kids.
Okay.
Black Cherry.
Black Cherry.
If you're
Yeah, like
out there,
somewhere.
right.
Yeah.
If you're out there, give us a holler.
I just drink black cherry
Podcast
Fago. That's
day.
all I know about black cherry.
I wish I could have drunk some black
I
cherry.
bet you could.
I was 18. I was 18. I would have drunk black cherry.
He funny.
Stay black cherry. Okay, last question.
Yes, what you got for me?
Oh, I already asked you that. So
Okay.
Parents' birthplace was the last question.
Okay,
So I
cool.
guess we finished asking you all the questions and everything.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Hope I was satisfied, everybody.
What did you do this weekend besides the play?
Well, besides the play, just pretty much just my normal routines, just working, and then just because as a minister, you know, I try to stay prepped up all the time. I believe in keeping a sermon in my back pocket all the time because you never know when you need to be. You know, the Bible says be ready in season and out of season. So I spend a lot of time, believe it or not, if I'm not with my family, if I'm not with the wife, if I'm not with the kids, or if I'm not performing, I spend a lot of time in sermon prep, basically, to just always be ready.
And you know what's going to make this show so exciting? He's the preacher too. He's the preacher too. You the one kind of preacher, he the other kind of preacher.
But there's a third kind that's not here, and that's the prosperity preacher.
Oh, yeah, that's a.
Okay.
That's you.
The
Okay,
prosperity.
can you explain that, please?
Well, even though it's the truth, Reverend Ike said the best thing you can do for the poor people is not be one of them.
So am I the poor people?
No, you're the one saying the best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Oh, okay. I can dig that.
See?
I can dig that. I can dig. I said it was
the truth.
I really can do. I mean, it's not their fault they poor, but that is the best thing you can do is not be a poor person.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, see?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you know.
Every reverend should preach that.
Send in your $5 for your prayer, Matt.
Your
You know
prayer
what?
bed and your water
It's
from
made out of
Jerusalem.
paper.
Yeah.
I choose not to.
Your oil from Jerusalem. Yeah.
I was driving down out drive the other day, and there was this little dude pushing a basket of cans and bottles and shit up the hill. That's what I said. And it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the afternoon. He should have been in school. Didn't have no haircut or nothing. I felt so bad, you know. I turned around and everything.
Oh, it was a young dude.
Yeah, should have been in school.
Wow.
But this is what I liked about him. I made a U-turn, right? Came back around because I'm about to, you know, pull out some money, give it to him. I go to make the other U-turn. This little dude, he had to be about 11, 12 years old. He peeped me making the other turn. He done got on the other side of his basket like he about to bust the fuck up. I loved it. He was on his shit. That's what I'm saying. We was in Brightmoor. He was a Brightmoor kid. So I went on, pulled over, gave him some money and everything. He said thank you. I pulled
You had
over.
a white van?
No, I definitely didn't have the white van. I probably wouldn't have pulled over if I had the white van. I definitely would pull.
Not the white van.
I actually can't pull. I can't drive white vehicles. I had dreams about white vehicles. I had the same dream 3 times about white vehicles. We'll talk about that later because that's a long story again.
Okay.
But remind me one day.
Yeah, the white
talk
vehicles.
about the white
Yeah.
vehicles.
Okay, we'll talk
when
about
we
that.
talk about death or some shit, then we'll talk about the white vehicles.
Okay.
I ain't ready to die yet. Lou, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, it was my birthday Thursday, so
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right.
Thursday, which was
the 17th.
the 17th. And your birthday was that too?
Oh, okay.
And my
Happy
sister's
birthday.
birthday is the 18th.
Happy birthday to your sister.
And I have a cousin that's birthday on the 19th. It's just funny how everybody's.
yeah, 'cause
There's a science to it.
yeah, 'cause I have a
I
daughter.
believe so.
Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day is 9 months before.
I don't get it.
Makeup babies.
So if you born between the 10th and the 20th, more than likely you
No,
conceived
that's
on
okay.
Valentine's Day.
So check this out. Check this out. My one daughter, her birthday is on the 25th. My mother's birthday is on the 27th.
Wow.
And my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, is on the 29th of April.
Okay.
2 days apart. So what was going on 9 months before that?
April.
Yeah, 9 months before April. So you go 3 months after, so that'd be
Everybody
February.
was horny. I don't know. Shit, it
Right,
was cold.
cold.
Yeah, it was cold. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you said there's a science to it, so that's
But no,
what
I'm
trying
just
to
saying
figure
there's
out.
a high that you can correlate.
Yeah. There's a high
It's
Scorpio
correlated.
rate.
Is that
As far as Scorpios. Well, say that.
Yeah,
say
so-
there's a high Scorpio. Now, see, that makes sense. You say there's a.
What part
'cause
of
you didn't
9
say
months
Scorpio.
before was Valentine's Day?
I
What
got
do
that
you do
part,
on Valentine's
but
Day
I'm
with your
asking-
girl?
I thought you were saying
That's
there was
why
a
you
correlation.
single.
Damn.
I'm not single. I have a significant other. Excuse me. And we have to put this on air. I have a significant other, and she fucks me well.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's why you're unmarried.
I don't want to be married.
Okay. No,
I
because
was married.
earlier you
Actually-
said that Sean
actually-
was the only person at the table married.
Actually, and that's true, but actually, I'm separated and I'm supposed to be divorced, but I don't know what's wrong with the damn court because the paperwork been in and they ain't pulled up no data or nothing like that.
Huh.
So-
Wayne County.
Yeah. That's some bullshit.
they slow.
If I would have paid for a lawyer or something, I bet you I'd be divorced and everything. But because everything was amicable. So it wasn't no beef and everything. And why you look at me like that?
You using big words like amber in the book.
I knew what that word meant. I know it's, hey dude, all my vocabulary ain't small. I got big words in my education. I went to college. I went to Ferris for 2 years. We still talking about in my introduction. I went to Ferris for 2 years.
My cousin graduated from there.
I did, and I fucked up, got in trouble, doing dumb shit. Nigga told me before I left, Demetrius Bryant told me, don't do no petty crimes. Fuck I do. Petty crimes. And then it's so fucked up because you go up to these small colleges, especially at this time, they have nothing going on.
Right.
They have Big Rapids. They have like 3-4 police departments. So anything going on, they prosecuting you to the fucking fullest. And we don't understand shit like that.
They want that money.
You go up to Michigan State, it's a little different. Michigan State, if you got to be average, they pay for your fucking lawyer.
Really? Oh, okay.
You go to Ferris, they work with the motherfucking prosecutors to get you in jail so they can get more money for the state.
We're going to like up all the dummies.
We gonna like up all the dummies, and I was one of the motherfucking dummies. My
don't
dumb
say
ass.
Wow.
Yeah, I was, but because I fucked with a dummy. That's what it was. That's what my daddy used to tell. My daddy used to always tell me, if you get in trouble by yourself, I ain't gonna be mad at you. But if you let somebody else get you in trouble, I'm gonna kill you.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That
I'm
makes
telling you right now, so don't do this shit.
Right.
Don't do
Don't
nothing
let
stupid.
nobody else get you. And that's what
Yeah.
happened. I sat up there and did something with somebody else, and that motherfucker got in trouble and told because he was a punk.
Dummy.
No, not a snitch.
No, he's a punk because he let his daddy hoe him out
Uh-huh.
and had him snitching and telling, and nobody had got nothing off of it. Had the alibi and everything. If you would have stuck to it, everybody could have walked out. But I don't think he was the only one that told on me. And yeah.
No, you already know there's always
Yeah, I
there's
want
always a
them other two
coalition.
motherfuckers to
Something
know.
like
I
that.
really know you two motherfuckers told on me and shit. It's been 25 years later, and I ain't acting like I ain't know, but I know you two motherfuckers told on me. It's a woman, it's a dude.
At least it was only 2.
QJ,
Whoa.
KM.
Whoa.
You
Whoa,
motherfuckers
got the
told on
initials
me.
too. Okay.
Yeah, they told the police and shit on me. And when I went in there, you know, I'm from Detroit and shit, so I'm trying to be all tough. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not talking about nothing.
See, we gonna
Don't
mess
tell
around.
me nothing.
We gonna mess around and need another host next week.
It's gonna be a bounty on it.
I'm like,
They do shit. I had to go to jail. That's what I'm saying. They
I don't know who y'all are. I'm just hearing about it right now.
That's what I'm saying.
They-
This is me.
and going back to that's what fucked up my school time. Cause they were chasing me through the phone lines, and I kept on telling black folks up there, dude, it was ridiculous. I would be someplace, I had stopped going to classes and shit. I'd be on the phone talking to somebody, and then you see the police pulling the fuck up in the front, and we sliding out the back and shit. It was ridiculous. So I'm running. I was more scared of my mama though. I ain't want to go home. I ain't want to go home.
Yeah.
So I stayed up there doing dumb shit, you know, not going to class and shit. And KM called me and shit. And I'm like, I'm at her crib, right? And I'm like, bitch, stop calling me and saying phone, you know, times on the phone because they
Yeah, she said.
following it.
I did not say that.
Ain't nobody texting. Hey, she said, ain't nobody recording this message. What time you want me to come pick you up? 3 o'clock.
Whoa.
3 o'clock. She come across. You had to go across a bridge to leave the campus to go to her place. She go across, come back. Police sitting there at the other end of the bridge. Can we come talk to you?
Oh Lord.
To this day, I never told KM and QJ that I knew that they told on me, but I knew you motherfuckers told. Bitch.
He put the applause on.
Get a bitch part.
I'm about to say that's the snitch applause. No,
So,
just kidding.
back to you, Lou. What was we at? The weekend?
I'd just like to say my client is in therapy for these issues, and nothing should be taken as the absolute truth right now, and these are all allegations.
This is actually all the truth, and we have a therapist coming next week.
Therapist will be in the
My
house.
therapist will be in the house next week to help me with my truth, to help you with your truth. And our guest that's coming next week, he's gonna be, dude. When I started this shit, you know, I said, you were one exciting motherfucker that I was like, it was 3 people. I was like, Lou, you were very interesting. You know, our phone conversations and shit. I was like, somebody has to hear this shit other than me. Because our phone conversations were, I can't be around anybody and have a conversation with you because they would look at me like, what the fuck is you talking about? So I started one because you, the other guy was the nasty guy. That nigga got scared. He don't want to do the show or something. He stopped answering his
That means
phone
he's
and
not
shit.
in integrity with his nastiness, and his
Right.
nastiness isn't real.
A pussy that like pussy, huh?
No, you can be nasty and
I'm
not
just
like
saying,
pussy.
but for you to sit up there, that's what I'm saying. I start the podcast. He was so interesting. I said, wow, this is very, look, since you ain't coming anyway, I can tell your motherfucking story. This motherfucker. Oh no, because
Yeah.
it might come. I won't say his name, but he nasty. Nobody's this nasty. He eats Laffy Taffies out of girls' booties.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Have you ever ate a Laffy Taffy out of a booty?
I don't even eat Laffy Taffy.
That was the nasty part.
Yeah, that was the nasty part right there.
No. He eat Laffy Taffy out. And I'm like, wow. He's like,
Go
and
through that process.
wait.
Yeah.
And you would think, like, damn, this nigga lying, right? He's like, I got pictures. Boom.
Nah, I don't
Oh, Lord.
He had pictures. It was a yellow Laffy Taffy. I take it was banana. Yellow Laffy Taffy in the girl booty.
There's so many jokes in that.
Huh?
Did it come on beige?
I don't know what the color it came out, but it was the picture.
It came out like a rotten banana. Like, what is this? What is this?
I'm not going for the tail, butt out in the tailpipe.
Not today, man. Look.
Yeah, and he liked to get urinated on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he's free.
He don't just urinate on women. He like to get urinated on. And I'm like, dude, I'm starting a podcast so we can talk about this shit.
What about getting shitted on?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think I asked him about getting shitted on.
Yeah, that's,
But can you give us some?
never.
Oh, okay. I thought you could give us some insight on shitting on people and getting shitted on. Have you ever shitted on somebody?
No.
Lou, have you ever shitted on somebody?
No.
I'm not even gonna ask you. John, you too holy.
Yeah.
Miles.
No, but I pissed on plenty.
You pissed on plenty. Do you hit it after you piss on them?
All that.
Yeah. What?
So you be hitting them with the piss on? So you like piss on you?
No, I don't like it, but it's there.
I ain't mad at you.
said it's
I would think if I pissed on somebody, I wouldn't take the time to go take a shower and shit. Then your dick get all limp and shit.
I mean,
Is-
you gotta
you-
start over sooner or later, but
Have you ever pissed on somebody?
no.
Got pissed on?
No.
Oh. you don't like that stuff?
I'm in the squirting, that's it.
You in the
I
squirting?
like squirters, that's it. Look,
We love squirters.
that is like a magic.
Black people do.
A wonderful thing.
Right. I gotta stay looking at the left and shit.
You can't even look over there.
I did right.
Yeah, just keep it over there.
Yeah. that whole area just got shaded real quick.
Yeah, just
Have you actually read Song of Solomon?
Well, no, he has a point there. Yeah.
No, I haven't read it, and that's why I haven't.
God is a freak too.
Oh, well, maybe I need to read it. Go ahead. Tell us about it.
No, read it for yourself.
No, tell us about it.
It is one of those that you have to read.
Wait.
Well,
Here we
let me
go.
just say this.
Here we go.
Let me say it
Because
this
I
way.
bet you he know the whole scripture.
Well, he does bring up a point because
Okay.
the Song of Solomon or Song of Songs as it's traditionally called, right? Does
love this shit.
does have a very vivid sexuality to it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and so like there's to paraphrase, you know, like when the beloved, the lover, I believe it is the lover, because you know in the English translation it's broke down the lover, the beloved, and such. I believe it is. And when the lover was talking about his beloved, how her breasts, you know, satisfied him, you know, and things like that. So, so it's very vivid, you know, sexuality, you know, as far as like in the context of how God ordained sexuality to be in that sense. Yes.
2 minutes
Really? Just that
before the
fast?
game is up. Before the show is over.
Oh, wow.
God damn, we only got 2 more minutes.
All right, well, finish up.
Quarters.
Damn.
And I had a play rehearsal, and that was my weekend.
Well, right.
What show you in? What show you in?
I'm doing a murder mystery. Oh God,
Oh, Vanessa Lynn's?
no, the Phoenix Protocol.
Okay.
It's a local show.
Okay,
Go
cool.
ahead, tell us about it
Yeah,
again.
tell us. Yeah.
It's called the Phoenix Protocol. It's just one show on March 26th. It's actually in Eaton Rapids, I believe,
Okay.
but it's a murder mystery.
And
Awesome.
I wanted to, before we go out, I want to say like the podcasting page. Check out my man D Jones and Melvin Bender on Might Get Counsel podcast that come on Thursdays. The dinner table with Q and She on Thursdays. Ballin' with Rich on Sundays at 5. Sean P got a birthday party December 8th, 7 to
right.
10.
All
The
right.
Rise and Grind show with Miles.
Rise and
And that
Grind.
pretty Tia Black. Woo!
He said,
I can say that, right? Okay, yeah. She is beautiful. The Rise and Grind show. And What About Christmas, the movie.
Yes.
That's Jay McClain.
Jay McClain.
The cast going to be here on the 11th
all right.
to talk about the relationship side of that movie.
All right.
Because that's what we talk about, relationships.
Relationships.
Sean, you got anything to say for you?
Hey, everybody, have a nice weekend. Be a nice week. Nothing to say. I had a nice weekend. Nice and pleasant. Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. You about to tell us about, maybe we can get into it next show and everything about that other side that,
I already got something lined up.
Right. Cause they don't know about it. You here for a reason.
You got me in trouble the other day.
Yeah, you here for a reason, and we gonna let y'all know that reason when, stay tuned.
He says,
All right, that's just it.
all right. We did it.
That's just it podcast.